it's Rose, and today we're going to be taking a look at Ecobee3 Generation Dose. As you can tell, I'm not at home today. I'm actually in Florida at a friend's condo completing an installation that I started 2 months ago. And there was a delay in the installation because setting up Ecobee and getting it installed was a real Basically, when I took down the old thermostat, the hole in the drywall was so big that there was no way to anchor the screws. I don't know how to repair drywall, so I had to bring my dad down to help me get it hooked up and get everything repaired. And after several trials and tribulations, we finally have it installed and it is working.
There are several features that make Ecobee a good choice for a vacation rental. For starters, you can set a password to protect the thermostat settings. That way, renters can't bounce in and override your schedule and other high-level settings. Second, you can set heat and cool point ranges. Your renters won't be able to come in and turn down the temperature to 65 degrees before heading out to the beach for the day. On this thermostat, I've set the threshold so that they can't set the AC below 68 degrees, nor can they set the heat above 80. As an added precaution, I've also added a Smartthings multi-sensor. Smartthings is one of many smart home devices that can work with Ecobee, and I've added this sensor to monitor the back door. My friends had a lot of problems with renters running the air with these doors open, which isn't good for our HVAC system. I've created a flow in STRINIGIFY to help with this problem. The flow says that if the back door is open for more than 3 minutes, Ecobee will shut itself off and send an email. I have a second flow set up to turn the AC back on when the door is closed.
And speaking of working with other devices, it also comes with one sensor. Sensors detect a room's occupancy, and they also help measure temperature to make Ecobee even more intelligent. That way you're not just getting a reading from a hallway where nobody is. You can put them in a bedroom and Ecobee will know if the temperature is right in the bedroom, if the bedroom is occupied. That way you're getting the right temperature in the right room.
Another feature I like for vacation rentals is the ability to set a hold action. While you can set your schedule and enforce that with a passcode, you might want to allow your renters to adjust the temperature according to their preference. You can set a hold action to decide how these types of situations are handled. For example, when they change the temperature, you can decide if their desired temperature should stay for a couple hours, 4 hours, until the next scheduled activity, or until they manually change it again. Or you can let your guests decide what should happen next right from the thermostat face, which is how I've set this thermostat to behave. While those are my favorite features specific to vacation homeowners, Ecobee also has all the basics. You can create a schedule, you can override your schedule, you can set your desired temperature, you can monitor humidity levels, and in fact, this is pretty handy in Florida. As you can see here, it's 60% humidity inside right now. My desired indoor temperature is 78 degrees, but Ecobee has automatically lowered the indoor temperature to 75 to help lower the indoor humidity. And if you aren't in front of a computer, it's no big deal because all of these features you can control from the mobile app. To be clear, you can control the basics from the mobile app. One of the downsides of using this thermostat to manage a remote home is that you can't do everything from the web portal, and you can do even less from the mobile app. There are definitely advanced settings that can only be controlled from the thermostat itself. However, from the app you can make temperature adjustments, schedule adjustments, or you can even put the thermostat into vacation mode when your property isn't rented.
While we've only skimmed the surface here, there are a lot of things that you can do with Ecobee. In fact, the sheer amount of customization that you can do with the product makes the initial setup process kind of overwhelming. But once you get through those hurdles, you realize that all of the options and things that it can do is really what makes it a great product. If you have any questions about Ecobee, feel free to comment them below. Also below you'll find some links, and I put down there the article that I wrote about all the products that I've installed in this Florida condo, and also you can find links to purchase the products that we've talked about today. So thank you all for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. If this video has been helpful at all, I would be thankful for a thumbs up. Otherwise, I will see you all next time. Thanks again.